You know, I think it's about that time again. You already know it's about to be the coldest summer ever, right? Yo, L Streets. Yeah? L Streets. L Streets.
Billionaire.
Come on. Boy, you know I had to dip, set my wrist. This that Pelly in the wintertime with that bird, with that chicken. Chillin' with the camera on and jewels on and that chain on, just glisten. We be on straight bars like Jim. That's a gym, just listen. Y'all was trying to keep up with the Jones. I was trying to keep up with my phones. Toss a little out before they burn around steady. I was just burning out, but I was learning how to stretch it like a finger fold. Never been playing cause of some same that was at these other. See, I was respecting the hustlers. Y'all be respecting it. I be with shakers and movers, counting my blessings cause one day you lose it. I was respecting the hustlers.
2 teams, 2 conferences. It's a road game for the Rockets. And Houston is looking to play Texas big. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street named after him.
Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Houston moving the ball around. Brooks with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Here's Thompson. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And here's Miami. Pass to Robinson. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Now Thompson. Pass to Brooks. Outside, Green. 4 on the shot clock. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And here is Brooks. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
And stolen by Şengün. Here's Brooks. It's hauled in by Hero. In transition, here comes Miami. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Down low. Here's Şengün. Tries again. And the layup is good.
Those are some hustle points. Really bonus points when you put in a miss.
Wiggins left side. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Ware. There's Hero with the 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Rockets trailed by 3. Robinson with it. Now Green defending. Stolen by Van Vliet. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple, but I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
You
certainly, D.A., is a two-way threat. And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Houston making a switch. A minute 50 left in the first quarter. Inside. Back to Adams. Knocked away. And stolen by Love. Here's Burks. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Nice read from the big guy. Love. His teammates appreciate that selfless attitude.
Pass to Şengün. .119 left in the first quarter. Van Vliet lays it up and banks it in.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Jaquez. Love right side. And that one, good.
You don't want to give Love too much breathing room. He can shoot from just about anywhere on the floor.
Pass to Brooks. Van Vliet with it. Back to Brooks. 5 to shoot. Here's Thompson. Miami grabs the miss.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Defensive foul.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
The Rockets shooting their first free throw this game.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
Thompson outside. And yes, it's good. Thompson's got his second basket of the game.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And so it's Miami with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll return short. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Miami.
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
And that one's good, Whitmore. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
In the corner, it's Whitmore. Stolen by Hero. And that one's good. Wiggins has got his first 2 points.
Oh, get off of that, man. Wiggins is that dude.
And it's Whitmore missing. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Pass to Ware. Outside Robinson. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Wiggins. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Wiggins has got the lead up to 11 now for the Heat.
And Wiggins excels at reading defenses as well as understanding when to just catch and fire.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Houston with a big group substitution here. Rockets trail by 11. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Here's Thompson. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. The Rockets again can't hit. The Heat leading by 11. Here's Hero. Sinks that one from the post. Hero's got 6.
And how about Harrell's body control, capable of still scoring even when the defense ups the ante in terms of physicality.
Right side Robinson. The 3. Hits it from three-point range. 6 points for him.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D. And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by Miami.
Pass to Hero. Back to Wiggins. There's the 3. He's now 2 for 3 with that miss. Rockets trail by 14. Van Vliet left side. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Back to Robinson. No good with the triple.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
Here's Brooks. Wiggins with the block.
There's the length from Wiggins. Got the ball up and redirected the shot.
Robinson for 3. And again, it's the Heat missing. And when you think about Andrew Wiggins, championship-level defender for sure.
He can get in a guy's shirt without fouling him. He has the lateral movement to keep ball handlers in front of him. Really tough to do, especially in isolation.
Pass to Van Vliet. Stolen by Hero. To the paint. Here's Adebayo. And the call.
Left your eardrums bleeding, son. Northeast Ohio, Cleveland. We always get even, though you in the till you quit breathing. When you quit dreaming, you gon' have to catch me in demons. I be moving like Shadow Stevens. Underground warlords, we battle demons. Say that your Adam's apple region. That's how I leave them. Trees from the block. Monument Marine yachts, fingerprint screen lock. Know these buckets. I've seen a lot. Blind on frequent spots. The strip gets bled until the bleeding stops. My catalog grimy like Chanel Ave Travelers. I'm on the beach like Hasselhoff, they're trying to mash the sauce. Sip in Manhattan Loft. While I write my notes in the captain's log. Courtside, court shit. I need my name up on the Forbes. Before it's just another on the Porter Porsches. Endorsements. You was on the strip and got for corner store trips. I need more trips. I'm talking quarter mils. Bags full of foreign bills. Shorty bumping Laura Hill. All my dogs sick, more than ill. These old heads like Patrick Peterson, they on the corner still. But it's me winning like dirt. Y'all at the beat,
Brian Anderson here with you, alongside Grant Hill and Coach Dan Van Gundy, and the fourth member of our crew, Allie LaForce, reporting from the sidelines. And so off the tip, it's the Trailblazers. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Hayden hits them both. Despite ups and downs, the Atlanta Hawks have remained in the hunt season to season, Stan.
Well, Brian, this team has a lot of resilience. They're scrappy, they're hardworking, and it's helped them stay on the margins, at least, of the playoff picture.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Simons outside. Shoots over Young. And it's Simons missing.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
And that's... I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. And it's the Knicks to start out. Pass to Anunoby. Hart from long range. Rebounded by Butler. Now the Warriors with it. And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson-Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
On the wing, Payton. From outside the arc. Another three for Golden State.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
To the inside. Out to Bridges. Here's the three. Jackson-Davis grabs a miss.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Curry. Fires the three. No luck on that one. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. 6-point game. And here's Hart. Bridges, left side. Back to Anunoby. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
The defense got crossed up, and Bridges takes advantage with that pass.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Pass to Butler. Shoots over Bridges. The shot by Butler, no good.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Here's Towns. Hits the front of the rim and out.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
And here we go, the Knicks in transition. Three-pointer, Bridges. The Warriors pull it in. And here's Curry for three. Hits the trifecta. Curry's got 6 points.
Not sure there's such a thing as a bad three for Steph.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. New York making a switch here. Now, if you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Back to Brunson. Pass to Bridges. Towns, right side. 4 on the clock. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. And the Knicks miss again. The Warriors lead by 7. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. We got into it about his strategy against Karl Anthony Towns. These modern bigs are tough to stop, he told me, and went on to say, I'm hoping we can just force him to take bad shots, not the ones that he wants. I'll settle for that. So they're looking to disrupt Cat's selections and keep him from his spots, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. You know, for all the accolades thrown Stephen Curry's way, Richard, I've heard you say he might be the best conditioned player ever.
Absolutely. When you think about all the ground he covers every single game, his stamina is still something that I will always be impressed with. That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
How talented is Butler? I mean, just so adept at carving out some space inside and converting.
Now here's Towns. Yet to see a basket. To the middle. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Greg.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Here's Payton. On the wing, Curry. Over Payne. Curry's shot is off. And Towns has got the ball here for the New York Knicks. They trail by 6. From behind the arc. Jimmy Butler with a rebound. Now the Warriors with it. Outside, Green. Outside Butler. On the wing, Curry. Puts up a 3. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Knicks trail by 6. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Yeah, strong flush from Towns. I like whenever he plays with an edge inside.
The shot by Looney, no good. Now the Knicks with it. Pass to Payne. Here's Towns. He's defended by Looney. Here's Bridges. Towns taking his time here. And that does it for the first quarter. Warriors ahead. They're up by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.
7.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Warriors.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Outside Podziemski. Pass to Kuminga. Back to Podziemski. From the arc. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense. That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Mitchell Robinson.
Robinson gets the bucket. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Pass to Looney. Oh, look at Looney at the rim.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Bridges on the attack. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Kevon Looney picks one up.
Knew the hit was coming. Nice job by Bridges to continue the play.
And Mikal Bridges, still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Grant.
Yeah, he's so great at pestering a shooter. Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tibbs' MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie. Podziemski's shot is good.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
New York, no good that time either. There's the triple. Kept alive. Knicks trail by 8. Outside Robinson. To the paint. Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Getting some airtime. Okay, Bridges, we see you.
Podziemski with it. And it's Anunoby picking him up. The shot by Looney, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Towns outside. Anunoby on the wing. 5 to shoot. Out to Bridges. Takes the 3. Buries it from 3. Timeout. Bridges has got 6 points.
Look at that catch and shoot ability from Bridges. Not all forwards have that skill.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Both teams will make substitutions. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Here's Brunson. No points so far. Outside McBride. Achua for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Oh, look at Green getting his inside.
And this is where Green looks to score. He's comfortable and confident down low.
Towns, left side. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. He's got 5.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Inside. Here's Jackson Davis. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Now here's Brunson. Outside Achua. 6 on the shot clock. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors.
Nice timing on the pass from Green, finding the open guy with ease.
Down low. Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
And here's Curry for three. Towns with a rebound. Here's Brunson. Achua with it. Green picks him up. Now here's Brunson. Second chance effort. It's tipped. They get it back. Pass to Achua. Out to the right wing. There's the three. Brunson misses. Butler taking his time here. The three from Curry. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Warriors ahead, up 2. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. The Warriors leading. At Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, B.A., from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Now here's Butler. Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
With how much Draymond moves on the offensive end, Green gets a lot of dunk opportunities.
Towns can't get it to go. The Warriors lead by 6. Pass to Payton. Shoots over Hart. Payton, no good. So it's the Knicks now. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
About a minute played here in the second half. And here's Butler outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry.
Nice shot from Butler, making himself a threat from downtown.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to review the game plan. Knicks trail by 9. Brunson looks it over. And it's Gary Payton the second with a foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Bridges. Kicks it out Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Bridges to stop the run. And another shot. And Towns with the lay-in. Towns has got 9.
I mean, I'll tell you, Towns is so dangerous on the offensive glass.
Cool, nice job in the paint from Curry.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Well, Richard, with the relocations and the floor he covers, Curry is still an anomaly with his conditioning.
Oh, he's got an off-season program that would make other NBA stars tap out, including myself. His conditioning is amongst the best of all time. It wears on you as a defender. That's a fantastic decision by Curry. Defense too focused in on Steph.
Here's Brunson. Jalen Brunson playing big right now.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Pass to Green. Outside Butler. Wing shot on the way. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. He's got 7.
A guy like Butler will do whatever he has to find points. He always makes the effort out there on the floor.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team the win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not. Now here's Curry. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9.
And look at that reach. I mean, Towns just saying no.
Oh, stolen by Payton. Here's Looney. Pass to Butler. Now here's Curry. Outside for Green. Back to Curry. Let's go with a 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Knicks trail by 9. Bridges with it. Now guarded by Butler. Towns gets the bucket. Towns has got 11.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. To the middle. Here's Kuminga. Achua with the rebound. Knicks trail by 7. Brunson. Pass to Towns. Can't get it to fall. That miss makes him 5 for 9. Here's Hield. Outside Payton. Launches a 3. He's off on that one.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Oh, swiped away. Jackson Davis with it. Hard covering. Outside Hield. Outside Payton. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And so he hits the technical free throw. .30 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Count it.
Well executed play. Anytime you can get Hield something in rhythm off the catch, you have done your job.
Pass to Hart. Outside Achua. And here's Bridges. New York, no good that time either. Here's Payton. The Knicks pull it in. Fires for 3. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Golden State Warriors earning this break in the action, up 10. Just pounding the painted area. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here's Payne. Pass to Robinson. To the inside. Anunoby. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
The 3 from Curry. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Knicks trail by 8. Here's McBride. Towns outside. Outside Payne. Shot clock at 5. Outside McBride. The 3. That shot missing. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And the Warriors making a change here.
Number 2, Brandon.
The Warriors lead by 9. Now off the inbound. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Looking unstoppable. Even the foul can't hold back Curry's shot.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
Anunoby on the wing. Over Butler. No good. A bit long that time.
Oh, wow. This close, you got to finish strong. But you can't give yourself room for a mistake like that. Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over the last break I listened to Tom Thibodeau address the team. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
As always, Allie, we thank you. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Chalk up 2 there.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Here's Towns. No good again that time. The Warriors lead by 16. Outside Butler. Pass to Curry. Three-pointer. They get the rebound. This one for 3. Hits a three-pointer.
Such a quick release. As soon as the ball touches his hands, it's gone.
And the Knicks with possession. Here's Towns. New York again can't hit.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Offensive rebound. And here's Curry for 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. It's stolen by Looney. Curry with it, hard covering. Got a hand on it. Brunson on the drive. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Curry surveys. To the paint. And Looney with the slam.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully. Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
The ball's knocked loose. And stolen by Brunson. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul of the game. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Brunson for 3. Bridges. Rebounded by Green. And here are the Warriors now. They've gone on a 16-2 run, not allowing much.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win. For the Warriors.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. Bain, no good. And Giddey has got the ball here for the Bulls. Such a skilled big. 6'10" Nikola Vucevic. He can beat you up in the post, or he can step back and hit a three-stand.
Yeah, Brian, and he's an excellent passer as well. Throughout his career, Vucevic's teams have been very good offensively, and his versatility is a big reason for that.
The big man moves. Jackson Jr. with the nice conversion off the drive.
Here's Morant. With the slam!
Boy, you better watch the way you talking to me. Hello? Come through with that beat, cause I ain't working for free. Hello? I got a bunch of bad they all with me. I got love for put my neck on freeze. Who that said they with me right now? Who that said they my being honest? Ain't nobody my I promise. Got a lot of options, but my is the hottest.
Shout out to my baby icy girl for the win. I'm Clark Kent in the nigga chin in the put a dent in the. I was born to sin. Her money good up water and I'm learning to swim. Work too, she ain't breaking them in. I just bought her a new, now she spin. I can't get get with it, she sneaking it in. And she pleading the fit, cause she ain't see. And she setting all the trends, she ain't never on the fence. Gucci handbag, brother. What she spit was like your rent. Help your mans out, brother. He look broken in a. Watch your words too, I'm riding with a in a pit.
Boy, you better watch the way you talking to me. Hello? Come through with that beat, cause I ain't working for free. Hello? I got a bunch of bad they all with me. I got love for put my neck on freeze. Who that said they with me right now? Who that said they my being honest? Ain't nobody my I promise. Got a lot of options, but my is the hottest.
YBS Village? He's so fine.
Hey, Roy, they check on my brother. Nigga, I stutter. Shorty just love you on scene, yeah, she want another. I ain't no sucker. Got these girls be like me. Make mad, they wanna fight me. I'm a heavy hitter, don't you be lightly. On my gossip, Bruce on my team. I'm tryna get my deal before my EDD run out. I ain't saying if they ain't talking about them out. Be like on the shade room. YBS Quinn, that's it that make the trade boom. For real, been waiting for my
Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce.
Michael Jordan.
It's the Chicago Bulls and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
To the inside, Rodman. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint, and make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
Here's Harden. Takes it inside. Deflected. Here's Pippen. Back to Jordan. Pass to Pippen. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Clippers.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Powell's shot is off.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
Chicago shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And he knocks down the first one.
Now the line for the Bulls, Michael Jordan.
And both free throws good for Jordan. Now the Clippers with it. 6-point game. Here's Dunn. Longley with a rebound. Pass to Harper. Lets it go from deep. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. And Harden's got the ball here for the LA Clippers. Leonard on the wing. He gets it in there.
Toughness and tenacity very much describe Kawhi Leonard's game.
And here's Jordan. Pass to Rodman. Here's Pippen. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from Zubac. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Now Leonard. Back to Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Well, what a surprise. James Harden has finished a play with contact and gets a chance for the three-point the old-fashioned way. Nicely done, James.
Now here's Jordan. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound. Powell with it. Jordan picks him up. Bogdanovich on the wing. Leonard outside. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. Chicago leading. .151 left in the opening quarter. Pass to Jordan. Buries it down low. Jordan's got 6 points.
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Harden from outside, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
This is the mark of a great scorer, the ability to not have any struggle making shots off the dribble. That is a hard thing to do, but James Harden makes it look easy.
Good, fast-paced play there. It's much easier to find a shot when you beat the defense back.
Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. The Clippers in the lead. Outside Harden. Leonard outside. Pass to Powell. On the wing, Harden. Shot clock at 5. And it's Chicago with a board. Jordan with it. He's got 6. And that one drops for him. Give him 8.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Harden scanning the floor. That's good. For the day, he's 4 for 6.
I tell you, James Harden's ability to power through contact and finish with bodies around him is something else.
Pass to Kerr. Sends it home from three-point land. Now Harden. He gets it up. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Chicago ahead. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
Here's Simmons. And slam dunk by Simmons.
This close to the rim, Ben Simmons just leaves, no doubt.
Out to the wing. Pass to Kerr. Here's Harper. Defended by Bogdanovich. And that one comes up a bit short. So it's the Clippers now. On the wing, Jones. Zubac's inside. And timeout called by Ty Lue. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Three-pointer, Harden. Simpkins grabs the miss. To the paint. Here's Klein. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
We know Kawhi Leonard is a former Finals MVP. Jimmy Butler said, there are guys that are like, quote, I'm going to find the best way to win. In a 7-game series, I'm going to get the best of you in the end. Kawhi's definitely up there. Whatever he's got to do, he is going to find a way. And Brian, Butler would know a thing or two about that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you know that. No question about his abilities. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Oh, boy, you love to see that kind of burst from Kawhi Leonard. What a finish.
Pass to Kukoc. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Clippers. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Now here's Leonard. Outside Harden. Leonard outside. The layup off target.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Both teams deciding to change it up. Chicago leading by 3. Here's Rodman. Blocked!
How about Zubac? Works so hard on the defensive end. Nicely done.
To the middle. Leonard outside. Pass to Harden. Rodman with a rebound.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Here's Jordan. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Leonard, left side. Shot clock at 6. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. From deep, Jordan. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
Chicago making a switch here. And he nails the 3rd. And timeout called by Ty Lue. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Left in the first half. Leonard on the wing. Back to Dunn. Pass to Leonard. Back to Dunn. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time.
Boy, how much do you appreciate Chris Dunn working hard inside to come away with these easy interior buckets?
Here's Pippen. Yet to see a basket. Shoots over Powell. Pippen, no good.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Dunn outside. 30 seconds left in the first half. Out to Powell. Chicago with a rebound. Pass to Rodman. Here's Pippen. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Bulls lead by 9.
Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easier.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Bulls out in front. Up 9. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Clippers trail by 9. Outside Harden. Puts up a deep 3. Rodman with a rebound.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Pass to Pippen. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Zubac. Powell outside. Inside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Make no mistake, with that frame and that touch, Zubac's a tough cover in close.
He's off on the second. Chicago leading by 8 to the left wing. Here's Jordan. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in this game. Free throw's good. Jordan. And here are the Clippers now. Outside Harden. And about a minute of action so far in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Powell. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Harden. From deep. Kept alive. Out to Powell. Harden with it. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Here's Pippen. Gets the 3 to fall.
Timeout.
Pippen's got 5 now.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Chicago making a switch here. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Simmons. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Boy, when Simmons looks to score, it just balances that ability to pass the basketball. Love when he's aggressive.
And he sinks the second. Chicago leading by 13. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, guys, a lot of new developments for the Clippers this season, and obviously they have the new arena, new designs for their logo, jerseys, and court. Not only that, their G League team moving into a brand new arena in Oceanside, renewing the San Diego Clippers moniker. Ryan, a lot to be excited about for this Clips team.
No question. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Boy, what is more fear-invoking than Kawhi off the bounce near the cup? Look out.
Knocked loose. Clippers trail by 13. Outside Harden. Pass to Leonard. Back to Harden. The 3 is up. And it's Jordan with the rebound.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk. Now, the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Yep, that one goes. Jordan's got 5 points now this quarter.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. And they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Down low. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Leonard outside. A shot to stop the run. And he lays it up and in. Leonard's got 8 points.
Yeah, Kawhi Leonard has found so many ways to score. He can slip around you with his length. He can go through you with his strength. This guy's so tough to guard.
Here's Rodman. What a terrific move that is. Give him 8.
Here in the second half, They've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Harden misses.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
They get it back. Back to Jordan. Another shot. Misses at the rim. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the LA Clippers. Leonard. Rodman with a rebound. Jordan, a good look. The rebound by Simmons. Clippers trail by 20. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. To the wing, right side. Fires for three. The shot by Dunn, no good. Jordan inside. The shot won't fall. And so it's Chicago. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. Defense is setting the tone. More 2K action. Very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Bulls leading by 20. Out to the right wing. From behind the arc. Pass to Kukoc. That one's good from the corner.
Well, you won't see that kind of shot fall very often. Thank your lucky stars.
Here's Dunn. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
Chris Dunn.
And the free throw, no good. Here's Kukoc. Oh, it's stolen away. Leonard outside. And the dunk by Leonard.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
The finesse on full display. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game. Pass to Brown. Here's Harper. Overdone. And Harper gets it to go. And the Bulls lead by 20. Dunn right side. Here's Jones. And so the ball out of bounds. Jones touched it last. Bulls leading by 20. Pass to Kukoc. Here's Wennington. Defended by Jones. Here's Kukoc. Fires it from 18. They get the rebound. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Bulls.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
And so he makes both from the line. And Chris Dunn gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Pass to Kukoc. From the arc. On target from range. Kukoc has got 5 points now in the quarter.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Chris Dunn, fourth personal foul.
He misses the free throw.
Shooting for Chicago, Tony Kukoc. At the line for two.
Good on the second one. They're having a hard time stopping this run.
And B.A., you can't afford to keep coming up empty.
Three-pointer, Harden. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. And here's Brown for three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Leonard looking around. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Boy, Kawhi Leonard lets his game do the talking. Yes, he's soft-spoken and quiet, but boy, he's a big-time player.
The free throw drops for Leonard.
Taking 2 shots.
And Leonard drops them both. And here's Jordan. Pass to Pippen. Here's Rodman. Over to the left wing. The 3.
Okay, Mr. Misfit, but I ain't Mr. Fit in months. This some rich by Gucci Pampers for my runs. I get so much, I lose my mind, put on a new one. I guess what they say about the mind, kinda true, huh? Terrible thing to waste. New watch, the color just spoke to me. A parrot was in the face. New rat, they dose to me. Hilarious in the way. My too close to me. One plastic taking my coat from me. I blast her with the dopest. She overdose on the dopamine. Locally, I be lowest keys. Overseas, I be ODB. I'm the one that turned the arch to gold like Mickey D. Them thunder thuns, they told me mobile buns. Them poppy seeds. The mini Connie mommy, all she say is me, no poppy seed. Harley can speak no English, but counting up the guap with ease. Yeah, baby, that's why I little baby, that's why I said all that singing, I'm back on dirty. Never leave the squad on God, I'm Michael Irving. 2:30 a.m., she tryna can't live this life, you don't deserve it. I've been working your tribe, a hoe. Got me a whole tribe. The world with no but then find something that I can down. Bad do what I say. Like my name was sign me out. Netflix her couch. Soon as I leave, sign me out. St. Louis up like we in the trees. Dark fried rice like Vietnamese. Keanu Reeves rolling wanna meet me. Girl, that cold make it popsicle. Outshine all these, no obstacle. Countryer than Kool-Aid and bags of hot pickle. She gon' keep up moving down to the spot.
I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter, Allie LaForce. So the Lakers will get the first possession here. Doncic deciding where to go with it. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one. This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Doncic with it. He's picked up by Miller. Right side Reeves. Out to James. 4 on the clock. Drops in the layup for 2.
Fighting through contact. Not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
Miller, right side. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Pass to James. Down low. Here's Hayes. The shot's good on the assist by James.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
Doncic. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Mark Williams. Clark, when you watch Luka Doncic play, how is he able to just control the games like he does?
He's a savant. That's all I can say. He's way ahead of himself. I mean, this guy's been a pro since he was 13 or 14 years old. There's nobody else in the NBA that's been a pro that long, I don't think. So, unique in that regard. Great size, uncanny, underrated strength. And then his vision, his pace, all of that what allows him to really not ever be sped up or out of control.
Fast break. Here come the Hornets. And ball Ball throws it down.
Well, you look at Ball, and I really think he excels more in the open court than he does in the half court.
Pass to Doncic. Back to Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Ball looks over the floor. No good. That would have tied it. Los Angeles leading by 3. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Miller pulls it in. And here's Charlotte, trailing by 5. Pass to Bridges. Back to Ball. Oh, sweet move. It's Hayes with the rebound. James inside. And it's James with the jam.
Never gets old seeing LeBron explode off the floor like that.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. A big group substitution here for Charlotte. Hornets trail by 7. .102 left to play in the first. Williams from long range. Out of bounds, it'll be Lakers ball.
Lakers ball.
Los Angeles leading by 7. Doncic outside. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Boy, it's so impressive you see Doncic at his size handle the ball the way he does. As a defender, he can really put you on your heel.
A nice shot by Smith.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that. Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Here's Doncic. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Williams from long range. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. Lets the 3 fly. He drops it from range.
3 points.
Doncic has got 8. Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the story for Los Angeles. 8 points in the quarter.
The Lakers, 20.
And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
Up top, Miller. The shot. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Miller's got his first 2 points.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller's so quick off the catch.
Here's Doncic. And that one comes up a bit short.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And the creative LaMelo Ball. Anytime he touches the rock, Clark, you expect a highlight reel play. How fun is he?
Yeah, he's a lot of fun to watch. He's so uber creative, and he's got a flash and a flair to his game, but he's highly skilled and fundamentally sound, too. That's the one part that sometimes can be lost amidst all the flash, but he's a fun guy to watch hoop, that's for sure.
And Ball gets it to go.
Well, you got to love how quick Ball's shot is. Doesn't take a lot of time to get himself squared up.
To the right side. Here's Hayes. Doncic on the wing. Give him 8 points now. Can't connect from 14. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. 6-point game. Some solid defense from Hayes. Pass to James. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Josh Green.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with LeBron. I mean, he's a clever shooter who knows how to draw fouls. He uses his body really well.
Both free throws good from James. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defense is disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
Back to Doncic. Oh, Luka playing grown man ball inside.
Nice work from Doncic, doing a good job finding a way to get it done inside.
Pass to Miller. Back to Ball. Up and over Doncic. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Ball's got 11 points.
Hey, the mid-range can be touch and go for Ball, but he takes a nice, smooth shot that time.
Clark, it's special getting to call LeBron James games. How is the King still doing this at this age?
B.A., I think there are guys that come along every 30, 40 years that are just different than other guys, other players. He's in that category, one of the all-time greats. And he's just been remarkable. Certainly DNA has a role in his longevity and excellence, but you got to give him a ton of credit. He's committed to being at a high level for a long time, and it's remarkable to watch him do what he's doing at this age.
Pass to Hayes. Misses from short range. Hornets trail by 10.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Bridges outside. Miller outside. Can't get it to drop. 1:49 left in the second. From deep, here's Doncic. Ball with the rebound. There's the triple. Rebounded by LeBron. Los Angeles leading by 10. Pass to Doncic. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, a lot of change for this Hornets organization. New ownership, a new front office, a new head coach, some exciting new talent. They're renovating the arena and building a new practice facility. Other than that, not much has changed. B.A.?
Business as usual, Allie. Thanks. Doncic with it. Guarded now by Ball. The Lakers with another miss. Here's Charlotte now. It's Williams, high post. Back to Ball. Pass to Green. And here's Miller. Over Hachimura. Miller can't get it to go.
You know, the fact is, he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
And here's Reeves. Williams defending. Here's Doncic. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
LeBron James.
Doncic has got 12.
Putting those passing skills to work. LeBron, truly a gifted passer.
Charlotte shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. That one's off. And he's good on the second. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Pass to Goodwin. Over to the wing. 12 seconds left in the second quarter.
Well, scouts were buzzing about Connect's ability to attack the rim with a ton of ferocity. Now we see it in person.
And here's Curry for three. That one no good. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. Back to the game after this break. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drought.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
And play stops as it looks like an over-the-back call here.
I don't know what he was thinking about there. Easy over-the-back call.
Yeah, that's a good one there, man. I tell you, I appreciate the effort, but he overdid it just a bit there. He needed to get called for the foul.
Pass to Okogie. Outside man. Now Curry. Len pulls it in. Now Vincent. He's scoreless. The shake. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
Yikes, how did he miss that? I mean, he makes 9 out of 10 of those.
Outside Curry. Pass to Diabate. Man with it. He's covered by Vincent. Outside man. Here's Okogie. Again the miss by the Hornets.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Inside. Here's Lynn. Over Nurkic. Here's an 8-footer. No good. A bit long that time. Hornets trail by 11. To the middle. Here's Diabate.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And when you look at the Lakers, a lot has happened since their championship run in 2020, Clark.
Yeah, it really has, B.A., and I think some of it you have to attribute it to a significant amount of roster turnover. And then you pair that with coaching changes. One of the keys to being successful in anything and at any level and in the NBA is stability, continuity. You've got to have it with your executive management team, coaches, and players. And they've not had that, so the consistency has been hard to find.
Pass to Doncic. From the arc. That's a miss. His 6th miss in 11 tries. Charlotte trailing to the paint. Back to Curry. Launches it. And Reeves pulls it down.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Doncic, no good. Curry with it. Hachimura covering. Here's Okogie. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's on LeBron James. Charlotte shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. With the Hornets, they're still seeking their first NBA title, Clark.
Yep, and you think about all the talent that's come through the Queen City, B.A., playoff success has eluded them. I mean, hopefully it's just a matter of time before their fans have something to cheer about.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Vincent up top. Still without a bucket. Uses the glass on the layup. And now it's a 10-point Los Angeles lead.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Charlotte making a change here. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Here's Miller. Off target from three-point range.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Pass to Goodwin. Vincent, right side. The Hornets pull it in. They still have time to make this a game.
But they really need to focus in because they let this game get away from them a little bit.
Here's Miller. Again, the miss by the Hornets.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can. You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Pass to connect. Ooh, excellent D there from Ball. Hornets trail by 12. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And stolen by Vanderbilt. To the inside. Len.
Alex Len.
Count it.
Assist from.
And the Lakers lead by 14.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green.
Lakers ball. Substitution on the court.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. Their commute.
Los Angeles team. 40.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So it's Los Angeles now. Doncic outside. From down in the low post, it goes.
I know Doncic takes pride in being able to produce for his team, and he's doing it at a high level here.
Williams misses. The Lakers lead by 14. From deep. Doncic's shot is good.
I mean, once he crosses the timeline, you need to pick him up. He can drop it in from way back.
And here's Curry for 3. It's Hayes with the rebound.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
Doncic with it. Hachimura left side. Down low. Here's Hayes. An easy 2 on the layup. And the Lakers lead by 19.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Offensive rebound. Smith outside. A shot to stop the run. Offensive board. To the middle. Here's Green. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Hachimura outside. Pass to Reeves. Out to Hachimura. Back to Reeves. Shot clock at 6. Charlotte. There's the 3. And Green, good for 3. Green's got 5 points now in the quarter.
a total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
From deep, here's Doncic. Williams grabs the board. Hornets trail by 14. Pass to Smith. From outside the arc. Second chance shot. And it's laid up and in by Williams.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Here's James. Nice work inside from James.
Timeout, timeout. His overall size and strength really sets James apart from the rest of his peers when you think about his skill set inside.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. He told his guys to, quote, turn it up, going on to say, only way we get out of this hole is with effort, incredible effort. So show me what you can do out there. It's a big ask, but we'll see what happens. Back to you.
Allie, thank you. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Lakers.
They've been slippery getting into the lane all game long, putting that help defense to the test.
From deep, here's Doncic. Miller pulls it in. Hornets trail by 13. Here's Ball. Ball automatic around the rim.
You know, because Ball is so skilled, defenders try to get physical with him, rough him up a bit, but it doesn't faze him. That rarely works against Ball.
James outside. Pass to Reeves. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Doncic. The rebound by Bridges. And here's Charlotte. A big stretch here going. 10-2. Here's Ball. Here's Miller. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And Ball definitely has the passing DNA. Some of his dime drops are really sweet.
Here's Doncic. Luka! Get off me!
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Los Angeles leading by 11.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Lakers.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Luka Doncic.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
Doncic outside. Off target with the three.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
2 points. That one goes. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. Puts up a deep three. The shot misses. Misses there. So it's Los Angeles picking up the win. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.
promise I'll show you around. This for my city, this for my city. You know how we on it, they know how we coming. Visit my city, we thank you for coming. We party at night and go home in the morning. Shorty is watching, she know that I'm on her. Got me excited, she know that I want her. Tell me your price, she want me to spoil her. She don't like rappers, she only ballers. This for the city, this for the boroughs. They saying that I'm the Tupac of my borough. We had to get it, we had to hustle. Couldn't just sit and watch our family struggle. See me outside, they know that I'm thorough. Never been weak, it had to be muscle. I'm from a city that nobody trusts you. Get money so even your haters will love you. This for my city, this for my city. This for the town, this for the town. This for the win, this for the win. This for the crown, this for the crown. This for my homies and brothers, they know that I love them. I got them, I'm holding it down. Shorty, you pretty, you been in my city. I promise, I'll show you around. This for my city, this for my city. 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 This for my homies and brothers, they know that I love them. I got them, I'm holding it down. Shorty, you pretty, you come to my city. I promise, I'll show you around. This for my city, this for my city. This for the that live in my city. This is for Ricky. Soon as you step in the city, you notice who reppin' the city. Stay in my city. Never do play with my city, cause that ain't okay in my city. Flying, babies is mothers is crying. Pray for my city. Look how we move, standing on business. All of these shoes, you never gon' miss us. Riding in farms with that if I like her, I'm probably gon' this for the city, this for the ones that ain't make it. Screaming out, we made it, feel we the greatest. Show we nothing to play with and give them a reason to hate it. This for my city, this for my city. This for the town, this for the town. This for the win, this for the win. This for the crown, this for the crown. This for my homies and brothers, they know that I love them. I got them, I'm holding it down. Shorty, you pretty, you come to my city. I promise, I'll show you around. This for
I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. It'll be the Mavericks off the tip. And a slam dunk by Lively.
With all the attention AD draws, if Davis moves the ball, good things will happen.
Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
Memphis with the ball. Here's Jackson. Pass to Edey. Back to Jackson. Here's Edey. Now Bane. Shot clock at 5. And it's Edey missing.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Back to Lively. The basket. Off the assist from Thompson.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Goes up on the wing, and the Mavericks getting another bucket right there. Morant looking around. And it's in there. Morant's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Morant not afraid to get in there and play big, showing his toughness in close.
The three from Washington.
That is a textbook block out to secure the rebound.
Let's send it to Allie LaForce, who caught up with head coach Jason Kidd. Allie?
And we discussed his plan for John Morant. Coach smiled and said, I just told my guys to stay ready out there, ready for anything, because Morant can do so many surprising things. We just have to stay on our toes. Hopefully that flexible mindset helps the defense keep up with Morant's antics out there. B.A.
Allie, thank you.
And you know you're always going to see some highlights when Morant is on the court. I mean, he loves to use that incredible 44-inch vertical.
First personal foul.
Recently, player health has been the big talking point around the Memphis Grizzlies team.
Yeah, B.A., look, and it's really a shame to have such a talented, dynamic team have to deal with all those constant what-ifs and have their seasons so affected by things outside of their control. It's tough.
Well, Coach, one of the more electric players in the NBA, Ja Morant.
Yeah, that's for sure, Brian. High-flying, acrobatic at the rim, just a supreme athlete, and he is without a doubt one of the most exciting players this league has to offer.
The boundless athleticism Morant has is really special. He's someone that is always in attack mode. Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Outside Davis. On the wing, Irving. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Don't blink or you'll wonder what Kyrie did with the ball.
The drive by Morant. No good. 3 for 6 shooting in this game. The Mavericks lead by 7. Pass to Thompson. The 3. The rebound by Jackson. And here's Memphis. A minute 53 left in the first quarter.
Huge size disadvantage for the defense. Might as well just get out of the way.
Outside Irving. Washington with the ball. Back to Irving. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
In the interior, Kyrie is money. He has the touch to just drop it in with ease.
Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
Back to Thompson. From deep. Memphis with a rebound. A minute 6 left to play in the first. And here's Morant. Lively grabs a miss. Here's Davis. The 3 from Washington. Excellent D there from Morant. Morant with the slam!
Once Ja Morant gets rolling, there is no stopping him. Ja is feeling it tonight.
Irving for 3. And his first miss of the night. Now 2 of 3. Grizzlies trail by 3. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. That's going to send Ja Morant to the line. That's on Derek Lively. Here's Irving. On the wing, Davis. Jacks up with 3. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. Here's Morant. And Gafford with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Gafford.
Grizzlies substitution. Number 46.
12 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Jackson outside. Pass to Bagley. 4 seconds left. Goes back up. And the layup is up and in.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
Thompson outside. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Memphis leading. Now here's Kennard. Over Irving. They grab their own miss. Here's Conchar. Soft touch off the glass.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And out of bounds, the Grizzlies will take it. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that. Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw misses. No good on the second free throw.
And that's surprising. He's usually automatic at the free throw line.
Christie. Inside. Here's Gafford. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It'll be on Marvin Bagley.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Both free throws good from Gafford. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Here's Christie. And a miss there on the triple. Memphis leading by 4. Here's Kennard. Here's Pippen. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Dinwiddie outside. And he buries his first look.
Gotta love guards that can finish inside. Is Dinwiddie on that list? Absolutely.
Pass to Pippen. Rebounded by Marshall. Jackson for 3. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that. To me, winning was the most important thing.
And they did a lot of winning, Alex.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow. Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Down low. Here's Bagley. Gafford grabs the miss.
You got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste. I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
Jackson outside. And here's Morant outside. Book it again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
Yeah, Morant showing a bit of confidence knocking down that 3.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Mavericks trail by 4. Pass to Washington. Thompson outside. Oh, Thompson buries the tray.
And this is Thompson's game. His coaches and teammates love seeing him shoot off the catch.
Here's Morant. Thompson with some nice D. To the inside. Oh, stolen by Morant. Here's Huff. Finished off the break. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Yeah, talk about guys that like to go right to the rim. AD is towards the top of that list. he didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And a slam dunk by Lively.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Pass to Pippen. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Pippen's got his first 3 points of the game.
Dynamic. I mean, every night Morant makes incredible plays, and that extends as well to his passing.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Bagley. Pass to Morant. This one for 3. It's not going to go for him. The 3 from Thompson. Fires in the triple. Thompson's got 11. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Dallas on top, leading by a point. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
34.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Pass to Pippen. Kicks it out to Bane. And here's Morant outside. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Davis with it. Jackson in his pocket. You know, Coach, when you watch Ja Morant play, it's hard to think of anyone else as explosive as he is.
Yeah, Brian, he can make a defender look like he's standing still. The burst that Morant has with his first step is unrivaled. Probably the best burst in the entire league.
Truly is a human highlight reel in this modern day. And the dunk by Gafford.
Yeah, they don't come much easier than that. Irving always putting the ball right on the money.
From deep, Morant. Oh, Ja Morant from deep. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter.
The 3 from Thompson gets the 3 ball to go. 14 points for him.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Here's Davis. They get the rebound. Pass to Gafford. And here is Thompson. Beyond the arc. Outside for Davis. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball.
Memphis ball.
Memphis trailing here. Outside Morant. Let's go with a 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Here's Davis. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
You can't let Davis get established positioning inside. If he does, you have to foul him.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Stan, you've coached so many rookies over the years. What are some key things you like to see from a player coming into the league?
Well, look, you've got to have the guy, Brian, that's ready to compete at that level and has to bring that every night. From there, it's just all about learning. There's going to be mistakes, but you want guys who can learn and improve at a consistent rate.
Is it true that defense is the fastest way into the coach's heart?
Well, it's certainly a way to gain confidence, that's for sure.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Ja Morant is excited to be back on the court, and he's looking to lead this Grizzlies team back to the postseason. He said of the adversity, quote, "It made me better. I'm just grateful and thankful for the position I'm in." Brian, it's great to have him back in action.
Yeah, everyone loves a comeback story, Allie. Thanks. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
And the more Davis has added muscle during his career, it really has helped him on the offensive end. It forces defenses to foul him.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Grizzlies trail by 4.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Morant with it. Excellent D there from Lively.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Dinwiddie, no good.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the mess.
To win the drought, and he sinks the layup. Edey's got 6. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. The Mavericks leading. Now Dinwiddie. Deflected. Aldama outside. Pass to Edey for the lead. That shot missing. And the Mavericks with possession here. Here's Prosper with the drive. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Stolen by Dinwiddie. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run.
Yeah, the combo guard Dinwiddie, so good at figuring out when one of his guys is open.
Right side Morant. Outside Bane. Pass to Edey. Morant with it. He's covered by Dinwiddie. 6 on the shot. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
Man, the defender really went after him.
He's made all of his free throws to this point. 3 of 3. He hits the second from the line. Dallas leading by 3. To the middle. Tipped. And they'll keep possession. Pass to Dinwiddie. Second chance effort. Here's the break. And here's Morant outside. He can't get it to go. They swipe it. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. The Mavericks on top. They lead by 3.
44.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Outside Irving. Out to the right wing. Here's Marshall. They get it again. Lively. Off target at the rim. Grizzlies trail by 3. To the paint. Here's Bane. Rebounded by Marshall. Here are the Mavericks now with the ball. The 3 from Thompson. That's his 6th miss now, 5 of 11.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Aldama right side. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
Here's Irving. And they pick up 2. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Here's Pippen.
And great job to establish position and square up. Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
The Mavericks lead by 3. The 3 from Thompson. Drops in the 3.
With perfect mechanics, too. Klay Thompson's jumper is a work of art, an all-time shooter.
To the wing, right side. Outside Bane. Pass to Bagley. And it's blocked by Davis.
No chance. Davis, just too much to handle on the defensive side.
Number 14.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Now Gafford. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Memphis making a switch here. Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Ja Morant. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. That misses, so he splits the free throws. The Mavericks lead by 8. Here's Thompson. And that one's on target from the wing. Thompson's got 5 points now this quarter.
And they're putting together another quality possession for taking control of this game.
And if you're going to pull away, now is the time to do it. Time to finish the game strong.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Oh, stolen by Morant. In the paint, Morant puts it in.
Well, sometimes you need more than just your stars, though. They've got to run something to get the other guys good looks.
And it's Edey missing. And Davis has got the ball here for the Mavs. The open shot by Thompson. And Morant clears the board.
The defensive breakdown gives him a wide open look, but he can't take advantage.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Up top, Morant. Takes the 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul. And Dallas making a change here. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Thompson's shot is off. Grizzlies trail by 10. Outside Bane. Pass to Morant. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Dallas leading by 10. Here's Irving. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And we all know about Stan the analyst and Stan the coach. But when you played in college, what was your game like, Stan?
Hey, Brian, I had the game that would get you beat as a coach. I will say my greatest strength was this. I was never once accused of overpassing.
The black hole. That is Stan Van Gundy.
One of the most selfless stars in the game. Klay has no problem playing the role of distributor.
Shot's good by Morant. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Irving. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Mavericks.
Their transition game was the standout for me. Created a lot of extra pressure pushing the ball.
I agree. They took control of the tempo and were really dictating the terms of the game.
We've come to expect big-time games from him. Just another day at the office for Anthony Davis.
Well, that work he's shown on the glass has been spectacular. You love to see that as a coach.
Here's Irving. They get it back. Out to Thompson. Fires from deep. Right side Davis. And another shot. Lively inside. Outside Irving. Pass to Lively. And the ball out of play. The Grizzlies will have it.
Grizzlies substitution. Number 45, G.G. Jackson.
And so it's Memphis with it. It's a 14-point game. From the high post. Conchar can't hit.
Memphis foul. Jay Buck. First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
The free throw drops for Lively.
Now at the line for your Mavericks. Lively taking 2 shots.
He does not get the second one. And here's Bagley.
Marvin Bagley III.
And that one's good. Irving. And so it's the Mavericks taking care of business in this one. This one was a fun one to watch.
There's another chick, baby. Sick trip, get terminated. And wait, they turn crazy. Hands on your patient. Might keep away. Diamonds and bling bling. I had to tell them, come on, burn some more for the night. Say my car and I myself clean. Smelling good, I treat right my side. And I know that she lies. She want my money. And I know that she lies. Always think. And I know that she lies. My diamond keep jump. And I know that she lies. I got all that money. I know that she lies. A young like me. Pull a bag, flexing on the scene. 10 grand up in my jeans. Got a brand new boy, this some. I get you. Think about me, leave all on your teeth. Leave all on your street, yeah. Your block, we dead. On they side where we creep, yeah. I know that she like heavy. Make her put it on. I be about 9 to the morning. Money calling, no I'm on it. Make when she home. Might flash out and act a donkey. Baby mama kept you on me. All these broken phones make daily pull up on me. I make up, get green nails. I do it like McConaughey. Diamonds and bling bling. I had to tell them, come on, burn some up for the night. Say my car and I myself clean. Smelling good, I treat right my side and I know.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Now here's Doncic. And he misses his first shot of the game. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Here's Reeves. Pass to James. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. I asked him about the many difficulties that Kevin Durant presents to a defense, and Coach said with most guys you can force them left or right or send help. With Kevin, he can always shoot over the top of you. Sometimes you feel helpless in that regard. Not a lot of solutions for a 7-foot sharpshooter, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Boy, he's so dangerous in these situations. Doncic just has a good sense for what he needs to do based on the situation.
It's James on the wing. Kicks it to Doncic. The three is up. The shot's good on the assist by James. Doncic has got 5.
Wow. I don't know if anything's out of Doncic's range.
To the paint. And it's slammed in by Oxymoron.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And James gets it to go.
James doing his thing in close to the hoop. Good work there.
Pass to Dunn. Back to Booker. Right side Durant. Shot clock at 6. Dunn outside. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. The 3. Durant pulls it in.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
The Suns need to get off a shot. Off the mark there with a 3.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Clark, it's special getting to call LeBron James games. How is the King still doing this at this age?
B.A., I think there are guys that come along every 30, 40 years that are just different than other guys, other players. And he's in that category, one of the all-time greats. And he's just been remarkable. Certainly DNA has a role in his longevity and excellence, but you got to give him a ton of credit. He's committed to being at a high level for a long time, and it's remarkable to watch him do what he's doing at this age. Fighting through contact, not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Phoenix making a switch here. Suns trail by 6. Here's Booker. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
There's nothing you can do if you're the defense. Booker is so solid at muscling shots in through contact.
James. Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Up top, Richards. Outside for Booker. Jacks up with 3. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Los Angeles leading by 4. James outside. There's James on the wing. Back to James. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Clark, what's incredible about LeBron? He makes as big of an impact off the court as he does on it.
B.A., I think it's going to be one of the great case studies when he's all done playing, how he's impacted the game and uplifted people across the country and world. He's a tremendous advocate for social justice. He's obviously a shrewd and successful businessman, and he's been a vocal leader who also leads by example. He's actually epitomizing the change he'd like to see in other folks and inspiring along the way.
Here's Doncic. And that one drops for him. Doncic has got 7 points in the game.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Back to Jones. Pass to O'Neal. Here's Booker. And he hits the jumper. He has 7.
No question. Booker excels at finding shots. He can be a real point machine.
And here's Doncic outside. The 3 is up. No good on the buzzer beater. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Lakers on top. They're up by 5. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. Taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a 3-point opportunity here. 1 free throw coming up. And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, B.A., I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches, but the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run, and honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court like that.
Knocked loose. Doncic with it. Picked up by Allen. Now the Lakers moving it up. Here's the 3. Doncic, no good.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Back to Jones. Allen outside. 4 on the clock. Pass to Jones. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. LeBron on the break. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. So both teams changing it up here. Down low. Plumlee, no good.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Los Angeles shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. That's good from Doncic.
Luka Doncic is a superstar in this league, and he continues to build on what is going to be some kind of resume when it's all said and done. Has every tool that you need to have to be an MVP one day.
Here's Reeves. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. From undrafted to closing games with LeBron and AD, Austin Reeves, what a story, Clark.
It really is a great story. I mean, this guy has just continued to prove the doubters wrong. Nobody's going to outcompete him. He's fearless. He's got great skill. Doesn't lack for confidence either. He's one of my favorite players to watch.
Dunn outside. 6 to shoot. Over connect. No good off the glass. Los Angeles leading by 8. Doncic right side. 3-pointer. On target from range. Doncic has got 11 points.
You cannot give Luka any space out beyond the arc because he'll make you pay every time.
O'Neal with it. Picked up by Reeves. Outside Jones. Looking to end the run. Hachimura with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And here's Doncic outside. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, guys, the Suns are going for it. All-star guard Devin Booker said everybody here is on the same page. We're in win-now mode. We want excellence. We know it's not going to be easy, but when you give up that much, we're trying to win this year and years to come. Brian, this front office has been aggressive.
They are all in, Allie. Thank you. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Here's Beal. Drives to the hoop. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
Not just a jump shooter, Bradley Beal is also excellent at knifing his way to the rack and finishing.
From deep, Reeves. Jones grabs the board. Suns trail by 5. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
The shot by Reeves, no good. And so it's Phoenix with it. Pass to Dunn. Outside Jones. Dunn outside. Now here's O'Neal. Outside Jones. Here's Dunn. And it's Koloko with a rebound. Los Angeles leading by 5. From deep, Reeves buries it from 3. Reeves has got 6.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Jones from outside. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
And Booker's got the ball here for the Suns. The 3. Wow, way back there. Devin Booker connects.
Proving how lethal he can be. Booker's confidence serves as a catalyst for him, draining long shots. Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why they lead. We'll be right back. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Here's Beal. Outside Booker. Hachimura with a rebound.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
On the wing, Durant. Just 5 to shoot. Over Hachimura. Nice shot by Durant. Durant's got 5 points.
Boy, that mid-range J from KD can put people to sleep, boy. Tough to guard him at all 3 levels.
In transition, here come the Suns. Hayes with it. Dunn in his pocket. Here's James. It's deflected. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Rui Hachimura.
Boy, that's a tough take there by Durant. He gets off the shot, his finesse coming into play there, and he's able to draw the foul as a result.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
Doncic deciding where to go with it. Nice! Big finish!
Boy, Doncic got tricky that time on that defender. As a matter of fact, that guy is still trying to figure out what just happened.
Outside Durant. From downtown. Up top, Dunn. And that comes off the assist by Durant.
Nice read from the veteran Durant that time, recognizing the defense had overcommitted.
Doncic outside. Here's James. Whoa! Are you kidding me, LeBron?
tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
Outside Durant. Outside Booker. Goes up at the elbow. Again, the Suns good for 2.
Boy, Durant did a nice job. Created space for that shot.
Here's Doncic. 13 points in the game. To the wing on the left. The shake. Doncic throwing his weight around.
I know Doncic takes pride in being able to produce for his team, and he's doing it at a high level here.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Both teams deciding to change it up. Suns trail by 7. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie. And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it. The Lakers lead by 4. It's James on the wing. This one for 3. And no good. And it's Phoenix's ball. Outside Booker. Back to Durant. Clock at 6. Over James. Durant's shot is off.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Pass to Reeves. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Well, to make it plain, LeBron just makes everybody around him better. Really takes a lot of pride in setting his guys up.
Suns trail by 7. Here's O'Neal. Back to Beal. From the high post. And it's Koloko with a rebound. James inside. 10 points for him. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Defensive foul.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in this game. That free throw good from James.
And James considered a franchise talent without question. This guy is the complete package.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. The shot, no good. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Beal surveying the D. Fires in the triple. Beal's got 10 points in the game.
We talk about guys with pure strokes. Beal's in that discussion.
For 3, James. Booker with the defensive effort. It could go. That shot missing. And so it's Los Angeles closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And they've done well in limiting Durant's production.
36.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. The Lakers lead by 7. To the inside. Here's James. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, he isn't the longest guy out there, but Bronny does have some great strength.
To the middle. Left side, Booker. It's Booker on the wing. connect with a rebound. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
You can tell the moment the pass left his hands, he knew he messed up.
Number 27.
Now Booker puts up a deep three. That shot off. And here's Connect outside. No luck on that one. And it's Allen with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 9. For 3, Booker. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. It's stolen away. Dunn outside. Plumlee down low. For 3, Booker. Devin Booker for 3.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's Vincent. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. There's the 3. They get it back. Outside for Booker. For 3, Allen gets the 3 to fall.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
There's the block. Dunn outside. Pass to Allen. And here's Dunn. Here's Booker. He's covered by Vincent. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Booker. What balance from Booker.
The execution has been better lately. But do they have enough energy to pull it off?
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. He dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, you're just chucking up the first 3 you see out there. Be more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work. Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there.
And Allie, thanks. Booker for 3. And the Suns get another 3.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Inside. Here's James.
The magnitude of the moment not lost on LeBron James. He knows they needed a bucket there, and he's going to get it for them.
Durant for 3. KD. What else would you expect?
And we've seen Durant now hit big shots before. This guy relishes the moment.
Outside Reeves. The 3 ball. Richards pulls it in. Allen with it. Picked up by Reeves. Here's Booker. It's Booker on the wing. Hachimura with the defensive effort. The Lakers trail. Here's James. And LeBron James in attack mode.
You know, once he takes that first step, LeBron is virtually unstoppable. Raw athleticism gives him the upper hand.
Back to Booker. On the take. And Booker with the jam.
Huge, man. I mean, the defense knows what Booker is capable of.
LeBron James is clutch. Not the first time he's done that, nor will it be the last.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here.
Give your Lakers youth band team a big round of applause.
We've got 1:13 left to the 4th. Pass to Richards. Dunn with it. Durant with it. Hachimura covering. Takes a 3. It's Hayes with the rebound. James, right side. And here's Doncic outside. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Outside Durant. Now Richards. He's defended by Hayes. Pass to Booker. Cash.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Doncic. The rebound by Devin Booker. And Booker has got the ball here for the Phoenix Suns. He can't hit that time. It's James on the wing. Kicks it to Doncic. And buries it from deep. And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
This has to be a lob close enough to the basket to tip it in. No time for a catch and shoot.
And so it's the Lakers who scrape by with the win. What a performance they had.